TVC News at 7 with Nifemi Oguntoye. It's a day after former President Muhammadu Buhari was buried, and the mood in his hometown Daura, Katsina State, is still sober. Dignitaries and well-wishers continue to throng his residence to pay their respect and offer condolences. Lupe Assam reports.
In Daura, the solemn atmosphere lingers. The compound of President Muhammadu Buhari remains a hub of prayers and reflection. On Wednesday, an array of national figures gathered to offer special prayers for the repose of the former leader. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, was joined by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party's 2023 presidential flag bearer Peter Obi, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and others.
On consultations with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the family of the late President Muhammadu Buhari, and the government of Katsina State, it was unanimously resolved that tomorrow, inshallah, by 12 noon, we shall all gather here to offer our prayers.
We have come, as I said earlier, to offer condolences and to also offer prayers for the repose of the soul of the former President Muhammadu Buhari.
For we, the people of Katsina State, is indeed a great loss. We have lost a father, we have lost a healer who has supported us in our journey.
Not everyone chose to speak to the press. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar quietly exited, choosing silence over commentary.
He's not talking.
But others shared their thoughts.
When I was campaigning for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I did meet him. And I remember his sincere appeal, calling me by name, Peter, please care for the poor of Nigeria. And I remember telling him that is critical, it's fundamental, that we will commit to investing in the critical areas of development, education, health, and pulling the people out of poverty. I believe that unless we pull people out of poverty, we won't be able to deal with the natural insecurity.
There is no ultimate honor than for you to die and people will say, this was an honest man. This was a man of integrity, and he did not go into the army or public service or politics to enrich himself.
According to the Vice President, the final rounds of prayers, a concluding part of morning rites, is scheduled to hold tomorrow at noon, drawing a curtain on days of national reflection.
For many, the prayers here are more than just a religious ritual. They are a farewell to a leader who shaped Nigeria's democracy and security discourse for over a decade. Their earnest prayer is that the Almighty admit the soul of President Muhammadu Buhari into Al-Jannatu Firdausi. Lupe Assam, TVC News, Daura.
Let's bring in Abdulateef Yusuf, covering the developments in Katsina State. Abdulateef, we understand that dignitaries are still trooping into Daura. What's the mood like today?
Yeah, people are still mourning, and the late president in high esteem is a person that is respected by all. So the mood here is still in the mourning mood. But most importantly, according to Islamic injunctions and traditions, prayers between the dead and the living is the most significant thing to do. And this is why these first 3 to 7 days are very important for his soul to rest in peace. People are coming in their numbers up to this moment. Some were able to make it yesterday to attend the burial ceremony, and some were not able. So they are still coming in to say, to sympathize with the family and say prayers for God to accept the soul of the parted president. The most important event that happened today when we were in Daura was the prayers session that was held and led by the Vice President. He was there, and some governors. Atiku, former Vice President, was there, Peter Obi, and a number of dignitaries. Some emirs were there, the Emir of Daura, the Emir of Kazauri, and many of them. They all came to sympathize with the family, and this is why this 3-day sitting is most important, so that whenever mourners or sympathizers come around, they will meet the immediate family and to condole them and offer prayers for the departed soul. So it has been the situation throughout the day. And according to what we learned, the 3 days prayers is going to be held tomorrow, so that a special session of prayers again will be held. And another thing we saw at the premises of the president was the people going to the graveside to also pray for him personally and to see the grave where the president was buried. So virtually, this is the situation on ground.
Abdulatif Yusuf live for us in Katsina. Thank you for the updates there.